Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm very happy to have you here. My name is Yemi. If you're new here, please go ahead and subscribe. I appreciate your support and your love. So this week, to continue talking about the summer of 2020, I want us to talk about our skin. Yes, a lot of times when we say skincare routine, as ladies, we always think about what soap do you use, what cream do you use, what lotion do you have, and how often are you using all this on your skin? Is that why your skin is glowing and stuff like that? Most women, we usually like to ask ourselves, what is your skincare routine? But before we start talking about what lotion, what soap, or whatever routine it may be that you are doing to your skin, the real care for the skin is beyond the makeup that we do, is beyond the lotion and the soap that we apply to our skin. So I want us to talk about the real skin care. What is your skincare routine? To care for your skin, the first thing you want to be doing is hydration. You want to make sure that you're drinking adequate water. And I just did a video, I think 2 weeks ago, on water. So if you want to learn more about water and water intake and how to increase your water intake, make sure you click on, I'm going to put the link up here. Click on the link up here and watch that video. Another way, which I really didn't go over in that video, is the intake of vegetables. So vegetables is very high in water content. So intake of vegetables equals to hydrating your skin. Plus, vegetables got a lot of vitamins that is very good for your skin. So if you want to care for your skin, the first thing you should think about is increasing your water intake and also increasing your vegetables intake as well. The second thing you want to pay attention to care for your skin is the sun. Now, the sun has some benefits. Like, you get your vitamin D from the sun, which helps with your bones, it helps with your brain as well. Getting at least 5 to 15 minutes of exposure to the sun, for about 2 to 3 times helps you to get your vitamin D. And the vitamin D in turn is very beneficial for the development of your bone. It's good for your teeth, it's good for your brain, like I said before. There's something about the sun, even without any scientific proof, we know in the summer a lot of us are really happy. The daylight is longer, there are a lot of more things to do. But beyond that, really, the sun causes your body to produce more serotonin. And serotonin really is a happy hormone, which helps to, fight against depression or feeling down. So overall, with exposure to the sun, you could get better mood. The sun also helps you to improve your sleep. It helps you to improve your sleep in the sense that the more you have exposure to the sun or daylight, later in the day it causes the melatonin at nighttime to release. And we know that with the increase of melatonin, you have a higher chance of sleeping better. It helps with your circadian rhythm. So let's talk about the dangers of the sun. The sun can cause your skin to grow old way before time. The sun ages the skin. It causes damages to the eyes. You can get heat stroke from the sun. If you stay in the sun for a long period of time, after a while you can get heat stroke, and heat stroke can actually cause you to feel sick. You feel like you have the flu, or even worse, you start having nausea, you start throwing up. Some people even get confused. You are dehydrated. So you can also get sunburn from being in the sun for a long period of time. Now, a lot of people would say, oh, I'm black, I cannot get sunburn. It is possible as a black person to get sunburn. It looks a little bit different when compared to a white person's sunburn, but it is very possible as a black person to get sunburn. And of course, the big one is skin cancer. You can have basal cell carcinoma, you can have the squamous cell, and you can have melanoma. Melanoma is a skin cancer that is the most dangerous of all the skin cancer that you can have, because with the melanoma it is possible for the cancer to spread to other parts of the body. You can have mets to other part of the body with melanoma. So I'm just gonna go over how you monitor your skin. Now that we know, of course, that the sun can be very bad for your skin, what do? You want to make sure that you're checking your skin routinely. You want to make sure that you know every mole that you have in your body or on your body. You want to make sure that you're checking your skin routinely, and also take a note of all the moles that you have on your skin, or if it's just a regular mole. Okay. So the formula that we use to screen your skin for skin cancer is we look at what we call A, B, C, D, E of the skin. The A, it talks about the asymmetry. So if you have a mole that is not perfectly round or in shape, or it looks really just crooked, then you want to start keeping a closer eye on that mole. Also, the second one is the border. If the border is very rough around it, it's uneven, it looks jagged, that is also a suspicious mole as well. Then the C of it is the color. If the color starts changing and becomes black, and today it's black, tomorrow it's blue, then of course you want to probably go to your primary care for somebody to take a look at it for you. Then the E part of it is elevation. If it rises above the skin, that also can be a problem. And I think I missed the D part. The D part is the diameter. If it's bigger than 6 millimeter. If it's bigger than 6 millimeter, you also want to make sure somebody takes a closer look at it for you. And the last one is the E, which means elevation. If it's high, above, it's elevated on the skin, and it feels like a bump, you actually really just want to go to your primary care, you go to the dermatologist and have them take a look at it for you. Also, there can be changes in the nail bed. If there's any darkness or any black color changing in your nails at the bottom, or if it forms like a straight line, I'm going to put a picture up here for us. Take a quick look at it. Make sure that you are monitoring it. If it keeps changing, go to a dermatologist to make sure that you don't have melanoma hiding under there. I'm just gonna say real quick, a lot of times as people of color, as black people, we don't protect our skin. Most times we're like, I'm black, it's only the white people that get burns. That is not true. My dad got skin cancer right in Africa. So it is very possible for anyone to get skin cancer, especially if you're fairer, and even when you're dark, it is very possible for you to get skin cancer. Now, how do we protect our skin? Part of protecting our skin is using sunscreen. A lot of us, we go out, we go to the beach, we lay down on the beach and we don't use sunscreen. Everybody should use sunscreen. Most times, people of color would say, I don't need sunscreen. Yes, you need sunscreen. Everybody needs sunscreen. The prescribed sunscreen should have SPF between 30 and 50. SPF between 30 and 50 is what is recommended, that gives you good coverage. So when you go to the store to get your sunscreen, you can get it as a spray, you can get it as a lotion. And make sure that you're looking at what the number of the SPF is. Also, when you're going to get your sunscreen, make sure it says broad spectrum. Broad spectrum because it would cover ultraviolet A and B. So it's usually UVA and UVB. Now, when you apply your sunscreen, you apply it to anywhere that is going to be open in your body. Your arms, your legs. If you have a swimsuit that is open in the back, don't forget to apply it on your face as well. Who can use sunscreen? Anybody from the age of 6 months actually can use sunscreen. We don't use. The last thing I want to talk about when it comes to caring for your skin, especially during the summer, is insect bites. Yes, you have to make sure that you're checking your skin. Check your skin for bites. Now, in my part of the world, there is a popular tick that can cause a lot of problems. It's a deer tick, and the deer tick can actually cause you to have the Lyme disease. The Lyme disease can result in neurological damage, brain damage that can last forever. The scary thing about the Lyme disease is some people get tick bites and don't even know, because the tick is so small. It's so small. I'm going to put a picture up here for us to see. It's so small, and most times when you get the bite, you don't even know. So for you to actually, watch against that, you want to make sure that when you're going out, maybe for a hike, or you're going, for picnics, anywhere where you're going to, be in the woods or be on the grass, you want to make sure that you're checking your skin. And before even going out, you want to make sure that you apply the insect repellent on you. There's DEET, there's off that you can spray on your body. Spray that before going out into the woods to hike or to run or to bike or to do whatever. Just make sure that you're covering yourself with that insecticide. It helps to ward off those insects. Do a video on insect bites. In the summer, I'm going to go ahead and do a video for you guys. So if you really want me to do that video on insect bites, leave a comment for me. And if I get enough response, I will do a video on insect bites for us. Remember, your skincare routine is not about the soap that you use or the lotion that you use or the makeup that you put on. It's about all these things that I've talked about. You drinking adequate water, you making sure that you're aware of your exposure to the sun. To prevent prolonged exposure to the sun, put your sunscreen on. And of course, you want to monitor your skin very, very closely. So that's it, guys.